Okay, so week 4 is about to start, and this is the matchup I'm about to face. Ursaluna is obviously a big threat. Of course, I have an Earthworm that resists both its stabs, and Cleaver is decent into it type-wise because it resists the normal moves without being weak to ground. And there is also a Zapdos and Sand that may be potentially annoying, and especially with Rillaboom pressuring my AZUMARILL as well as Zapdos, and he also can pressure me with a Trick Room mode. So this is what I'm planning to bring, and basically I have gone for Booster Roaring because I need to respect a Tailwind plus Ursaluna, so I need a faster Tailwind for the matchup, and an Assault vs Landorus that can leave the Ursaluna Blood Moon and threaten the Sand mode and also pressure Intimidate. Then I have a Choice Band Cleaver because it outspeeds Tyranitar and can basically KO almost everyone in their team. Sinistcha to heal with Chill Berry to resist Ursaluna, and an Earthworm to be paired with Landorus because it can do well to guarantee maybe a sub to AZUMARILL so that I can belly drum behind sub and potentially KO everyone in the team. And that's the goal for the matchup. I've gone with a support Roaring that has both Zanal and Breaking Swipe to limit their damage output, and Terra Ghost because of Taurus, as well as Fake Out as I'm lacking Protect. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so obviously there is the Ursaluna with the Trick Room mode, which was, I think, well, I'm a bit scared of the Trick Room mode potentially, depending on his Dusknoir set, but there is no Rillaboom, so I'm free to click Earthquake. So at least I'm happy about that. Like both AZUMARILL and Earthworm look potentially great here. There is Okaberry because of Magmortar and it with Zapdos because the Citrus is on AZUMARILL. I would have liked to run Berry Juice actually, but it's not in the game unfortunately. So let's see, I think I'll just go this game for the Landorus, Earthworm, AZUMARILL and Sinistcha because like there is literally no Zapdos, no Rillaboom, so there is no direct threat to AZUMARILL. Okay, let's see, Dusknoir and Magmortar. Okay, that's perfectly fine by me. I can just go for Earthquake. Okay, he sees the Okaberry, so I can just go for Earthquake plus the Shed Tail. Yeah, that sounds good. I could go for U-turn if I want to bring Sinistcha as a redirector, if it does decide to go basically for manual switch on Ursaluna directly, but I just go for this right now. Let's see if I doubt he goes for Follow Me, maybe he goes for manual switch or tries and go for Will-O-Wisp or Fire Blast here, and I assume Dusknoir will go for Trick Room. Okay, the damage is insane. Citrus Berry, okay, good to know. Will-O-Wisp, that's fine by me. And I get to Shed Tail into AZUMARILL. Okay, great. Okay, so now I can just go for well, I could go for a Stomping Tantrum if I wanted, but I have no need to give them free switch. So I could just go for U-turn, bring in Sinistcha, and then I have a Redirector, and I can also reverse Trick Room. So yeah, I'll just go for U-turn plus Belly Drum. Okay, he does go for manual switch, and he does have Nightshade, okay. That's totally fine. And I get to bring in Sinistcha. I want to see the AZUMARILL damage on Dusknoir. So Belly Drum plus 6, plus 6 Dusknoir, because maybe it does have Ace, and that could be a slight issue. So Aqua Jet would KO unless they are like bold max defense, but then it's still a roll in my favor. So I'm thinking I can go for reverse Trick Room. Do I need to reverse Trick Room? Maybe I can just go for Matcha, Gotcha, and like a Terra Steel in case he goes, Adapted goes for Earth Power here basically, so I could have Aqua Jet plus Matcha Gotcha, and then I'd have Rich Powder until the end of the game, ideally. Let's see. Because if I reverse Trick Room and is faster, well, maybe it's because speed, I don't know. Okay, he has Will-O-Wisp, great, and he does not have Ace, I assume. And luckily for me, he missed Will-O-Wisp. I'm also assuming he's then max defense because he lived. Okay, right now I also go for like Life Dew and Protect. Like I could go for Aqua Jet anyway, because I KO Ursaluna from here, right? You can go for Follow Me, like Hyper Voice would KO me, so I'd rather do like this for now. And yeah, I assume he's mean speed, so my AZUMARILL would then outspeed out of Trick Room, like I expecting maybe Follow Me. So I just go for Life Dew plus Protect. And this way not die from Hyper Voice. Okay, yeah, Follow Me as expected. So Chill and Berry activates and I get to heal a bit. Great. Okay. Then now I can go for Rage Powder to redirect a potential Blood Moon plus Aqua Jet on the Ursaluna. He goes for Follow Me, that's fine. Okay, so Sinistra dies and I get to bring in Landorus basically. Okay, there is Tyranitar, cool. I think I'll just go for Orthworm plus Aqua Jet on the Ursaluna. This way I can just bring in then Landorus again to intimidate Tyranitar, and Orthworm can likely beat Tyranitar with the aid of Landorus, like should be no issue. I have Body Press. I have no idea what set they do around, like maybe they have superpower to threaten AZUMARILL, so I just want to switch out, so maybe then I can Earthquake and heal up Orthworm. Well, maybe I can go for a U-turn and break a potential Sash. But if they are weakness policy, I do not want to activate that basically, so I think I'll still go for manual switch. Yeah. Okay, doesn't go for Protect. He has Ice Beam, okay. And I just go for Body Press and the Aqua Jet. Okay. Great. GG. And okay, it's time for game 2. Let's see. I could try and go for AZUMARILL again. Of course, now I know his Dusknoir does leave, so that's a bit of a smaller, bigger threat. I could also go for immediate offense with Cleaver. I definitely want the Orthworm again. I'm expecting Tauros because it can be a bit annoying potentially for the team, so I definitely want at least... I don't think I bring Roaring here, it doesn't do... like there is not a Tailwind mode, so I don't really need it. I'm evaluating adding the Cleaver because it would do a lot of damage to Magmortar and still be threatening, but for now I think I still want Landorus for Intimidate, and I still bring the Orthworm plus AZUMARILL, and yeah, maybe I'm just gonna go for the same 4 for now, and potentially adapt on a game 3 if this ends up being problematic. Okay, because I know I can just, if I want, go for, like, what's the damage potential here on Orthworm from Tauros? -1, like, close combat will do, like, I can heal out from this damage, like, unless it's choice band, but that should be fine. And if he goes for damage on Landorus, then my Orthworm is safe. He might be Mirror Herb, but I'm not too worried about that, I think. Okay, yeah, like, I heal out the damage and it got to -1 defense, so that's good for me. So I get to Shed Tail into the AZUMARILL. He goes for Will-O-Wisp, again, that's totally fine by me. He didn't go for Trick Room. That has me thinking potentially that we might have the Mirror Herb here and is trying to maybe now break my sub and Will-O-Wisp, then basically copy my boost. So I think I just go for U-turn plus Belly Drum here. I'm surprised he didn't bring neither Zapdos nor Rillaboom, mainly because I have an AZUMARILL, and like those are the only two super effective mons into AZUMARILL, and even though like it's obviously weak into Rillaboom, it's great into everything else on his team, so I'm kinda surprised there is neither of them. Like, I can see why he didn't want to bring a Rillaboom potentially between me having Etran and like many flying type between Landorus and Tundurus, as well as Cleaver, Roaring Moon, but like I think Zapdos was entirely reasonable here. So yeah, I think the only potential issue is if his Belly Drum, Mirror, like it would go to +6, but then like Sinistcha can always redirect an attack, so it shouldn't be too bad. And given I went for Will-O-Wisp, I'm assuming it does not have haste. It's like Trick Room, Nightshade, Will-O-Wisp, and something else anyway. Okay, so I'm still bringing Sinistcha even though I do not benefit from the heal, and just because it's great as a redirector here into Ursaluna. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And I can go actually for reverse Trick Room, or should I just go for it? I think I just go for Rage Powder because I do not want to risk them going for like a read and go for Nightshade plus Self Power. So I just go for Rage Powder to avoid that, and if it goes for Hyper Voice, I resist thanks to the Steel type, so that's also fine as well. And I keep my sub intact basically. And yeah, I'm happy to bring Earthworm finally. Like, having the ability to set up a Belly Drum behind sub was a goal I had for this season with AZUMARILL, so I'm happy I can finally do it now. Given also he switched out, I assume it's not Mirror Herb. Okay, Terra Normal, that's totally fine as well. So Aqua Jet does a ton. And okay, he has Pain Split, so there is no... what's it called? No Ace. And now I can heal back up while I go for Aqua Jet here. Pretty safe, even if it goes for like Protect plus Nightshade into AZUMARILL, like I'm at +6 at this point and I'm about to heal back up, so that's fine as well. And I can basically ignore this Duxman, like the only thing it can do to pressure me is Will-O-Wisp in the later game, so not a big issue. Yeah, like again I can just go for Rage Powder here, because I can ignore their... this way, like I can ignore their what's it called, Will-O-Wisp. I'm tempted to go for Play Rough and Dusk Noir, because I can KO it. The only risk is if they are safety goggles, they could go for close combat here. So I think I'll just ignore the Dusk Noir for now and go for an Aqua Jet here. Whatever they switch in, it's going to die to an Aqua Jet unless it's Focus Sash Excadrill. And if they protect, it's fine. I can always do it on the following turn. I just don't want to risk basically it being goggles, close combat, and I go for Rage Powder, Play Rough here, and my AZUMARILL dies. Okay, so they decide to drop their Magmortar, and that's another KO for AZUMARILL. How many KOs did AZUMARILL get? Like, About the KOs, like last week, Cleaver got second in the MVPs. Unfortunately, did not get the MVP title because it got like I got to do 5 KOs and 0 death, and the MVP was what's it called? On the past form of Entei that got 6 KOs and 2 deaths, but apparently like they only count the KOs first and death in case of ties between KOs. Yeah, so that's totally great. I can also still go for just Rich Powder and Aquajet. Yeah. And I guess if I'm ever to face them again, I have to expect Ace on the next Dasunar next time. I was hoping basically Aquajet plus 6 would then KO after some damage, which is possible if I go for like a knockoff lead, but in face of these I couldn't KO it. Okay, like double protect, that's totally fine as well. I don't have to worry about it. I'm going for like, even if you can go for Will-O-Wisp, it probably doesn't this time around, so I just go for Life Dew to heal back up and avoid a KO on my Sinistra. This way I improve my, basically my differential in case of ties in the final score, so I can maybe get a buy. But yeah, there should be another 2-0 week. I don't see a way out for them to win this situation. Let's see, it goes for Nightshade, yeah. And I can go for Matcha Gacha plus Play Rough. And GG's.